interpreter tonight is Maresha Owiti. Tonight, a decision by the government to close down condemned schools to secure the safety of learners is being challenged in court. The Kenya Alliance of Non-Formal Schools has today filed a legal suit in the High Court seeking to stop the ongoing crackdown across the country. The suit further seeks to stop the transfer of learners in affected schools to public schools. The government initiated the crackdown following the tragedy at Precious Talent Academy, where 8 pupils died after a classroom collapsed on them. KTN's Jesse Rogers begins our broadcast tonight.
2 weeks into a countrywide crackdown of unsafe and unregistered schools in the country, and the matter now plays out in court. Public schools are now taking in extra students, as the parents and affected school owners are left with more questions than answers.
We want the government to come on board to do what we call as enough consultation, so that we are able to sit and come to an agreement, find a resounding solution. Because these schools are holding more than 70% of the population as compared to public schools.
With about 2 million learners said to be affected with the closure of roughly 20,000 non-formal schools across the country, the Kenya Alliance of Non-Formal Schools Welfare Association has opted for legal action under certificate of urgency, seeking to stop the ongoing closure of schools and the consequent transfer of learners to nearby public schools.
Most of them who have attempted to join the public schools are directed to go. These schools are demanding 3,000 from every parent for every child to be admitted to those schools. So we are really sorry, but we are very keen to make sure that the detrimental kind of directive and policies do not continue affecting the Kenyan children.
What we are just first of all seeking is to stay that decision by the PS, and of course also to basically quash the decision that the PS made. Those are the key prayers that we are seeking, so that the school can continue with educating the children.
As of Tuesday, over 100 schools across the country had been closed down, most of them located in informal settlements. Affected parents claim access to nearby public schools has been strenuous. Criticism has also arisen due to the fact that the enforcement comes at a time when preparations are in high gear for the Kenya Certificate of Primary Examinations and the end-of-year exams.
The government has invested a lot in these institutions. They have been giving capitation from the year 2003 to around 2016. Around the tune of around 500 schools were receiving free primary education for instructional materials. If really the government knew these schools were not worth, they were not supposed to be, would they be giving money to them? No.
The move to shut down schools believed to be unsafe for learners followed the tragedy at Precious Talent Academy that cost the lives of 8 learners, leaving numerous injured physically and scarred emotionally. But the government insists the crackdown is centered on securing the learners' lives, a move that has been criticized by various stakeholders as reactionary. Jesse Rogers, KTN News.